Story this hour. Examinations have officially been suspended at the University of Limpopo's Turfloop campus as a result of the student protest campaign. Meanwhile, Student Association SASCO has called on all students to join today's national mass action. Several tertiary institutions have suspended classes ahead of the continuing protests in support of the Fees Must Fall campaign. The universities of the Witwatersrand and Pretoria announced last night that they will be closed to allow for a national day of solidarity with students protesting over tuition fee increases. Vets will remain closed until next Monday. The university says it recognized the need to allow time for negotiations to take place to resolve the current situation. Students have vowed to continue with protest action. This despite an announcement by Higher Education Minister Blade Nzimande that fee increases for next year will be capped at 6%. Now, the University of Pretoria says it has suspended all academic activities and support services on the campus to allow for peaceful engagement on key issues affecting the students. For the latest now, let's cross live to our reporter in Pretoria Sipho Stuurman. He's standing by with Pretoria University SASCO Secretary Thabo Shingange. A very good morning to you once again, Sipho. Over to you.
Well, very good morning to you, and I must say that the University of Pretoria student protest is in full swing here. Students gathered at the Student Center just recently, and now they are moving along the campus to continue with their demonstrations. And the message here is simple and clear that tax fees must fall, and the students say that they do not want any more increments on fees. And they actually had a 13-point list of demands, which include that no interest on outstanding student debt. And they're saying that food at residences, the prices must also come down. But to tell us more about these demands, as you mentioned, we are joined by the SASCO Secretary here at Tuks, Thabo Shingange, to just tell us, Thabo, the minister yesterday announced a 6% cap on all university fee increments. And he had urged students to compromise when dealing with this matter. What is your response as the University of Pretoria students?
Thank you very much for having me. I think the minister must understand that students are the main stakeholders of an institution of higher learning. Students are demanding a 0% increment across the board. He's not a student, he works in parliament, he's earning lots of money, our parents are unemployed, they are poor, we cannot afford tuition fees. We demand a 0% increment across the board, and that's something he must compromise to.
All right, and interestingly, my observation here is that this protest has attracted a diverse range of students from different backgrounds and different colors. How did you guys manage to get the buy-in of all students from all these backgrounds as the leaders?
I mean, at the University of Pretoria, the fees dramatically increased. I don't even think it's legal, the rate that they increased at. And it's not a racial thing. I think people the society must generally stop confusing poverty to primarily black people only. A lot of diversified groups out there are poor as well, and therefore we try to appeal to as many people as possible because it's a financial crisis, it's a student crisis, and students have responded to our call.
And I understand that a bit later, the Vice-Chancellor, Prof. Cheryl Delare, is going to be addressing students. What are you hoping to hear from her?
It's the Vice-Chancellor, it's simple. We're not here to negotiate with the Vice-Chancellor. Hers is to convene council. We want her to call the chairperson of council to come and convene council here at the Student Center, which we'll be occupying. And we want an open and democratic, transparent council meeting such that they can hear the student demands and ratify our student demands, basically. So her coming here, I don't even think she must address the students, because the only time we see the Vice-Chancellor is during open day. She has failed. We've went there numerous times trying to engage with her, and she has failed to respond to students. Now we want her to call council and actually convene council in front of students, because we're tired of talking to her. She has failed to respond to our calls.
All right, well, thank you. That is the SASCO Secretary here at Tuks explaining to us that they are not going to compromise, as the Minister of Higher Education urged students that to compromise and actually meet universities halfway with the 6% increase capping. They're saying that 0 fee increment for this year, and they are standing behind that.